Hey, Stuart here, just to show you some of our changes as part of our August update. We have a new feature called Project Estimate that we'll take a look at. We also have a brand new integration to Dindu, an estimating platform. I'll take you through that as well. There's also been improvement to the budgets area with the inclusion of budget adjustments. And lastly, we'll look at a new feature added to the contracts area, a contract summary section. First off, let's look at the new feature, Project Estimate. Under the projects menu, there's a new option there called Project Estimate. To get access to Project Estimate, the first thing you need to do is click on your name, go to Company and Users, select whoever you wish to grant access to, go down, and you've got this tick box beside Project Estimate. So that's access to all these features, and you just click Save to save that change. Once done, they'll have access to the Project Estimate screen here. So this screen lets you create an itemized breakdown of a project estimate that you can refer to and use to create a project budget. We see a lot of opportunity to expand on the use of the screen, and there'll be more features to come here. To add to the project estimate, just click Add Line here, where you can enter a description, select a relevant code, enter a quantity, a unit of measure, put in a rate, and get yourself a line title there, and just click Add to Estimate. Now that'll build up the summary on the right hand side, so it will combine all those codes together. So if I use a demolition code multiple times, it'll give me a round figure for that code here. And I'm able to then add whatever these figures are here to the project budget. So that was looking at adding to our project estimate manually there by adding a line in, but we can also import from Excel as well. So if we had a project estimate in an Excel format, we can now import that into Stick 2. So if I click on that import from Excel button there, it will let me select a file. So I'm just going to select this estimate here and then I'll click open, and that'll now bring that information into Stick. What it'll do, it'll pick up how many rows are in the ready to import, and it'll also pick up any warning messages as well. So if there's any details that are incorrect for here, the unit of measure not found, so it's assuming it's each, it'll just go run through, do a bit of a check, and fill in any gaps. And I can just click import, and now I've got all these additional rows that have been imported now from Excel. My summary on the right hand side has now been updated, showing me into that code breakdown. And yeah, so I've been able to bring that in from Excel. So that's just another way to get this project estimate in. And I'll go through another option now too, which is being able to import from Dindu. So Dindu is an estimating product. It's a cloud-based system that you can use for your estimating and takeoffs. And what we've got here now is an integration. So if I just clicked import from Dindu, it'll give me load up the screen here. I've got a project drop down where I can select any of the jobs that I've got in Dindu. And now I can just click import, and that'll add any other information that I've got from Dindu and bring that in as well. So you can see that it's added on top of my Excel as well. It won't replace that information. It'll just do it on top. And you can see here some of the information might be missing. Anything that I bring in from Excel or Dindu, I can just click on here and I can go there through. For example, I can add in codes or change the values. So I've got all that flexibility in there as well. The other thing I can do, if there was any mistakes or anything I wanted to remove, I can click on that and just click remove to get rid of those line items. We're done. So that's how we can use this new project estimate screen as it is at the moment. So we can load up all the information here and have that imported as well from Excel or from Dindu. So now that we have this project estimate, we can now convert it into our project budget. So now when I go to the project budget screen for this particular job, you see I've got my option there. I can create from a code, I can copy for another project, or now I can go create from project estimate. So if I click on that now, it'll bring up the summary over here on the right hand side to say, okay, the budget's going to be created using these breakdown of costs. I go create budget, and there it is in there. So I've got my budget in there from my project estimate ready to use for my job. Now, if you want to know any more information about Dindu, we will place a link in the description of this video, and feel free to get in touch, and we're more than happy to put you through to them. And just while we're in the project budget screen here, I also want to show you another new feature we have, which is this budget adjustments. So if I select any of these codes here in this list, you'll see I've got now an option there that says budget adjustments. So when I tick on that, it's going to have a description field and a value. So I can put any change information in there. I could put a dollar amount in here and then click save budget, and that'll update that now. So it will say there's been an adjustment made of $1,000 and the adjusted budget is now $3,500. So if you want to show these changes to your budget, you can do that and it will keep a track record so you can see the adjustments. And now when I go back into that code, it will show me any adjustments that have been previously made. As part of this as well, when we now go to the committed cost area, we also have a second screen now, like a second tab there called committed cost with budget adjustments. That's just adding in that adjustment column there. So if you needed that to show, for example, for a cost plus work or it's open book, you'd be able to create a report there, including those adjustments so they'd be visible for people to see. And finally, I want to show you another feature that we've added, which is under the contracts, and it's under the setup contracts area. In the setup contracts area, we now have a new screen called contract claim overview. So we have our list of contracts here. And if I go to this tab, contract claim overview, it's going to bring up a new screen here with our list of our contracts. But now what it does, it brings in the contract value, the variations, the total value, the amount claimed, and the balance to claim as well. So just giving us a quick overview of where all our contracts are positioned. So we'll know, how much is being left to claim. We also have total retention there. That's the retention being held on each of these contracts and the date of the last claim. So just some useful information, easily accessible. So if you have any questions about any of these updates or anything else for that matter, please get in touch. Thanks for watching, and we'll speak to you soon.